Good morning. What? Whoa. Okay, backfeed. Wouldn't be a freaking podcast without a technical difficulty right out the gate, huh?
Or six.
Or six. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Good morning. Good morning, John.
Hey, Eddie, how you doing, buddy?
Technical difficulty.
Besides technically, since we took a pause on it last week, I got to ask you this week. How's your week going so far, buddy?
There was a song. I'm trying to remember what it was called. I'm not good with the names of the songs, but it was like, I want to take you on a roller coaster. Dun 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 dun. That's been my week. That's how my week feels.
I understand that. Thank God we have a long weekend where you can regenerate.
Do we get the weekend?
Sunday, Monday.
Do you do hair? Do you do family hair at home on holidays when people get together?
You know what? Conveniently, I leave my shears and stuff at the shop. So, gosh darn it, no.
Oh, but just the kitchen shears. It just a little on the from the bottom. Like, what are you doing? What it's not a big deal. That's my favorite when somebody says, or they'll go get like those craft scissors, or like the childproof scissors for the kiddos from their arts and crafts.
Right. No.
Shears or shears. What's the difference? Just cut the hair. Just cut my hair.
I used to. I would spend half family get-togethers out in the garage. And at this stage of the game, no. Call me, come into the shop, and let's do this the correct way. Other than my wife, who gets her color done at home, because happy wife, happy life. No. So yeah, no. 2 days off. 2 days off. So
okay, well, good. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have fun.
But the question is, will you be taking those 2 days off?
I don't take any days off. Oh, excuse me. I take 4th of July off. It's the only day that matters to me. That is the only one day out of the whole year that I just, it's my Independence Day. Just as it is the country's Independence Day, it is also my Independence Day from checking out of the world.
Okay. All right.
So no, I will be on call for technical support. Somebody will get drunk and do somebody else's hair and they'll goof something up and then they'll call, as it happens every holiday.
I wish I could say that you're wrong, but you're not. That's why Tuesday morning my phone will start blowing up, because we had a barbecue and I just went and got a box and I'm orange, or and lately now, because with all the college girls going back, all the sun-in fun that I've been dealing with. Come on.
Some things never change, man. Some things never change.
You know what, though? The hair is actually not as blown up as sun-in used to make it. I don't know if they changed the formula or whatever.
You would imagine, hopefully, some technology or ingredient would improve over 20 years, 30 years.
Right. So we've got a beauty quiz for you today, my friend.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am vindicated in my belief about this quiz.
Do you want to share your belief with the rest of the class?
The internet also agrees with me that this is a history lesson, not a beauty quiz sometimes.
I don't care what ChatGPT says, okay? So, you ready? Are you ready? He's losing it this early.
All right. Hit me. What you got?
Now, I just want you to know, I worked really hard on this because you reposted the first quiz ever, and the whining and the crying that went on from you about that this is a Jeopardy.
Yes, me and the rest of the internet agree.
Just you. No one else. No one else. All right, you ready? What type of shear removes excess weight in the hair and it has smaller teeth?
Oh, texturizing shear.
You are close.
Okay, tinning shear.
Exactly.
What's the difference
There is a difference.
between tinning shear and texture? The two are not synonymous of each other.
They're not synonymous.
Ooh, okay. Teach me something then. What's the difference?
Okay, well, wait. The next question is going to answer that question.
Is that the follow-up question
There's a follow-up question because we're
for bonus round?
You go learn today.
Okay.
Blank type of shears have wider teeth and are designed to create volume and body to fine hair.
I always mess this up. Is it 25% or 80%?
Depends, because there's different teeth.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. Is it the wider the teeth they are spread apart, the lower the percentage?
Yes.
I always so then 25%.
Okay. But the term is texturizing shears. Texturizing shears have wider teeth.
Oh, okay.
Texturizing shears have wider teeth.
Yeah.
So more hair will go in between the comb part of it.
Yeah.
And take out less. That's why most of the time you use texturizing shears from where? Mid shaft down, right?
Mid shaft down, yeah.
Okay. To where with thinning shears, it's finer teeth and a whole lot more where you're really removing bulk without chunking out the hair.
That's 80% or 70% or the higher percentage one.
Yep.
Okay. That's okay.
So
this is how I say to you, see, this is the quiz I like. No tricky dicky stuff, Mr. Trebek, Mr. Jeopardy.
Okay. This one's a little wordy, and I hope you get it. If not, I'll have to explain it to you.
All right, I'm going to focus.
Okay. What are the 3 types of curl settings on a section of hair? What type of curl can you put into a section of hair? There's 3 types.
Are you talking about like on base, off base, and half base? Or are you talking about like barrel curl or spiral?
We're talking about in relation to the base.
So then, on, off, and half.
Or you could go with the true technical terms, which you're correct. You are correct. But the true technical terms are on base, over directed, or under directed.
Okay. Cool.
So those are the 3 types of curl patterns.
This is interesting. You ain't got no multiple choices on this one, huh? Dude, you're just straight up asking questions this week.
So, because what are we going to do multiple choice for on base, over directed, and under directed? How do you do multiple choice with that?
Yeah, you could have put like a barrel curl. You could have put a twisty tie. You could have put a zippy tie.
Dude.
Velcro.
Curls with zip ties.
Yeah.
But really, that question kind of encompasses a lot, because not only is that about blow drying or doing a thermal set, but also with because perms are coming back, kids. Perm wraps.
How many decades can we continue saying perms are coming back until they're either back or they're not?
Look at all these young guys that are in the salon that are getting the broccoli head.
Since the 80s, it's all we've been talking about for 4 decades since that perms are coming back.
And since the 80s, in the 80s, I wrapped so many perms that if I ever wrap another perm again, I'm going to scream.
During the 80s, we were saying perms are coming back. That was the freaking prime of doing perms, and we were saying perms are coming back.
Oh, come on. Anybody watching spiral perms? Who remembers wrapping a spiral perm on hair down to the middle of someone's back? Oh my goodness.
Hey,
I still have PTSD from that.
and those are popular right now too because of these broccoli heads.
Yeah.
Or a form of a spiral perm.
I remember you used to have to go, yeah, I'm going to need more than one box of perm for this hair. So, yeah. So there you go. So we're on base, over directed, or under directed with setting a curl. Here's a fun one. And this is a multiple choice. What vitamin is essential for hair growth? You have your choice. Number 1, vitamin C. Number 2, vitamin D. Number 3, vitamin B. Number 4, vitamin A.
Wait, what was the third one?
Vitamin B.
Yeah, B.
Wow, you're good today, man. Vitamin B. That's biotin. Biotin is vitamin B. That is essential for hair growth.
What was you said? The first one you said was C, like orange juice.
Yeah, vitamin C.
Okay, and then you said D, milk. So it's like bones.
Yep.
And what was the fourth one?
Fourth one was vitamin A.
What is vitamin A?
I have no clue.
I have no clue, huh?
I have no clue. All I know is every time I go to my doctor tells me I need more vitamin D.
I mean, it's your bones. Yeah, sure. Or calcium, calcium. I shouldn't say your bones. It's just my thing of how I remember.
I hate milk, so unless you have cookies with them.
I will do anything for cookie.
Do cookies and milk.
If it takes drinking milk, I will have cookie.
Okay.
I mean, I will drink milk.
So now here's your last one for this week. And this is a fun one. It's a true false. Okay. True or false? Brushing your hair 100 times a day will cause healthy hair.
Yeah, you got to keep it real, man. You gotta brush your hair 100 strokes a night. You got to do it.
You said it. You had to say keep it real. Okay, guys, we have to pause for a second here.
Okay. Unfortunately, nobody spends the time to do 100 strokes a night. Fortunately, technology has improved so much in brushes these days. You've got nylon bristles. You've got tourmaline infused bristles. You've got brushes that generate negative ions. You've got 2-tiered brushes where some of the bristles are shorter, some of the bristles are longer. Especially those are popular for hair extensions, for example. But just because it's popular for hair extensions doesn't mean it's exclusive to. If you've got long hair, you should use that as well. And to me, anybody that's got long hair, if it's past your shoulders, your body physically forces that length to break and rub against the body, which causes friction, and that's going to lead to tangling and all kinds of mess, So yeah, absolutely, man. Use technology, use modern technology on your side. And if you're not going to sit there and do 100 strokes a night, at least brush your hair till it's clean of detangles, free of debris, and you feel good, meaning your scalp feels stimulated. You gave yourself a nice massage, and if you got an oily scalp, then you feel like it's not as oily.
So you're saying true?
Absolutely.
False.
Wait, what?
It's false.
What's false?
It's false. Brushing your hair 100 times a day will not lead to healthy hair, according to the American Dermatology Association.
What?
Yes. That's if you brush your hair 100 times a day, that is a lot of excess friction on the hair, which will lead to split ends, will lead to cuticle damage, what have you.
What?
Yep. They didn't say scalp massage in this. It's brushing the hair. It's too much wear and tear on the hair. Yeah, Call or argue with doctors.
Give me the number.
I will.
How does that even make any sense?
That's what they said.
Really?
Yes.
Then you shouldn't get a 1-hour massage. That'll rip off your epidermis.
No.
No.
Hair doesn't regenerate. Your skin regenerates. Sloughing off all that stuff is one thing, but your hair doesn't regenerate. Once it's damaged, correct?
What?
Once your hair is damaged, it's damaged. Do I need to say it slower for you? Once
You're right, exactly.
damaged.
How is excessively you're brushing your hair with a purpose?
100 times a day, that friction, 100 times a day.
I think there's a difference in friction.
Well, that's what they said.
If you're using a boar bristle or if you're using a bone comb, maybe, but how? You know what? Look, that's another top. Okay, that should be a discussion topic for one of these weeks.
Put it
I would
on
like to argue that, but in respect to your quiz, if it's the answer is false, the answer is false.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, not every quiz is going to be factually accurate 100% of the time. And not every quiz is going to keep it real all the time. So, you know what? That's fine. I accept that I got a 4 out of 5. I did very well this week.
You did very well this week.
Yeah.
You get a gold star.
Because I keep it real and you were able to squeeze in a fake news in there.
Say keep it real one more time. Say keep it real one more time. Say it. Say it.
Look.
Remember earlier this week when you wanted to do something really dumb and I talked you out of it?
I want to take you on the roller coaster.
All right. I just don't have words anymore. I really don't.
I'm poking away.
This is how this week's gonna go. Okay.
I keep you stimulated. I keep you motivated. All right. That's what I do for you. You are welcome. Because I'll tell you what, here's something for you. Because if I don't keep you stimulated and keep your blood boiling and keep your pressure up all the time, wouldn't you get lazy? Wouldn't you get complacent? Wouldn't you get like, you just stop caring, right? You start getting into a rut. You start getting bored. Okay.
You mean how I feel right now?
Yeah. And that don't end well for nobody. Because then this conversation is going to be really dull if I can't get you going, And this is what happens in the salon too. If you don't keep these kind of, I was at the salon last night, okay? And I had 3 colors in a row. So all 3 were just kind of processing a little bit at the same time. And as the first one got done, I started blow drying her hair. And she goes, she's so funny. You just goof off all night. I tell her, I said, look, I cannot have a normal conversation behind the chair. I wouldn't know what to do with that. How's the weather? Oh, how are the kids? Oh, how's little Timmy? It's like, what? I can't. Or then I'd end up like you. Happy wife, happy life. It's like,
wow.
I'm not doing that.
So you're saying that you like to keep Carmelina miserable?
Absolutely. It gives her something to focus on and something to do. She is never bored 1 minute of her life. And she is welcome for all the live entertainment I provide to that poor girl. Okay? And this is why I adore her to pieces. We do not have a normal relationship either. Otherwise, she would be bored to tears. And I'll bring it back to hairdressing. Otherwise, it's the same old formula each and every time. My second client, I told her, I says, look, this is as blonde as you're going to be. This was your summer blonde. Or I'm going to start moving you into your fall look. But we can keep your summer blonde and incorporate that into your fall look. The third color client I had in that little block time last night, I told her, I says, you got an option. We could use your summer formula one last time. Next time we're going to have to switch. Or we could just start transitioning over and start switching you into your fall formula now. She goes, I'm over it. Let's just switch now. Done. Easy conversation, easy consult, Now, okay, we're doing your fall formula. I'm going to throw a curveball at you. We've got the one we did last year. It worked. You liked it. Should we try to twist it a little bit? Should we try to play around with it? Oh, well, what are you thinking? Oh, let me tell you. Strap in, honey. Let's go. And I just started throwing curveballs at her, like ideas, right? Because I was excited. I do my homework on my clients' formulas before they come in. I sit down and spend a minute and I go and I think about this and I go, okay, if we do this, this happens. If we do this, this happens. Could we do this? Could we update it that way or that way? And let's throw it at the client and see how she feels about it. So I've got contingency plans for backup plans for new ideas, same ideas, and prior ideas as well, too. I'm never bored behind the chair. So I am forced. So I'm never bored. Okay, so before I go into my next point, I'm never bored behind the chair. So when you tell me you're bored, I don't understand you.
Me? Bored? Did you have an aneurysm there for a second? Me bored. First off, never bored behind the chair. Second off, I'm going to put this question to you, though, is because we've worked with people that it is the same thing day in and day out for them. Their clients sit down. Oh, honey, are we doing the same thing? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. In, out, boom, 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 boom. Instead of actually working with their look. And along those lines of that comment is we've worked with people that don't keep up on their education until it's the renewal year. And they're going online and they're taking any class that they can get their hands on to just get enough hours. Why? Because as we know, industry-wide, attendance for education is down.
Because everybody's bored of what they're doing, so they just don't care anymore.
Okay.
If you're not motivated behind the chair with your own clients, what motivation would you have? That's my answer. If you're bored behind the chair and you're not motivated for your own clientele, what's the purpose of going to learn anything new anyways? What are you going to do with that information? It's useless. You ain't applying it. You're doing the same thing. Half the people I know, they got their color mixed before the client even comes in, and the client says, I'm thinking about, something new. Oh, no, not this time. Look, man, I got time for you. We'll talk about it next time. Because their color is already sitting back there waiting. And I'm like, okay, what the hell? That's the other thing. Everybody's so wrapped up in their book. I got to run on time. I'm a machine. I got to run on time. Why? I mean, yes, it would be very nice to run on time. Absolutely. Of course it would. But God forbid you run a minute late. So you're going to ruin the entire client's experience because of the next client running behind. And I understand it snowballs and it becomes chaotic. I've literally seen stylists tell me you know about this. You're yelling at your 12 o'clock to hurry up because your 4 o'clock is such a piece of work and you are scared of your own shadow when your 4 o'clock comes in that you ruin your 12 o'clock, your 12:30, your 1:30, 2, 2:33, and 3:30 appointment because you are terrified when 4 o'clock walks in. You need to be, everything's got to be perfect when 4 o'clock walks in. There's 8 clients before her, man.
Right.
And who the hell is she? The Queen of freaking England? What the? Are you kidding me? I've seen that too. So yeah, you know what? That's why attendance is down. That's why nobody cares anymore. The flip side to that, okay, there are attendances down. That doesn't mean people are not attending at all.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That was not.
But the people who are attending are equally as bored sometimes too, because half of them are forced to be there. The other half of them, it's the manufacturers, man. Update your damn programs.
That was
Update your damn program, or give the educator the flexibility to adjust the presentation of the program, so it's not the same old, oh, we want consistency and uniformity across all our educators, so it doesn't matter who you go to see, we are ensuring that you receive the consistent message over and over and over. Yeah, okay, dude, I get it, but how many times can you watch the same movie? We ain't all 5 years old no more. The kiddos can watch the same movie 6,000 times. Let it go, let it go. It's like, yeah, let it go. Enough with replaying the damn movie over and over and over. Let us update how we do our education, how we present it. Then it's a little bit different. You're still hitting every single point. So what? It's just a little spin. It's a little twist. As long as you're being respectful about it, then that's fine. Then the person's not bored anymore. They become equally motivated. Then they're excited to do something different. It changes their mindset. That pays it forward. It changes the client's mindset. I don't know. The best advice I'll give you, purposely run 1 minute behind and let it snowball.
I would be ecstatic if I was only a minute behind.
I'm just saying, for the person who's so terrified of running 1 minute behind, just do it. The world is not going to explode or implode. There is no chip in your brain that's going to blow up.
The bottom line is as long as you are honest with your upcoming clients as they come in, hey, I'm running a little bit behind. Let me get you a coffee. Here, sit down, relax. Here's pictures of Eddie. Make fun of him.
Sure.
To quote you, you got to keep it real with your clients.
Absolutely. What did you say yesterday was the 40th anniversary of Skynet?
Yeah, yesterday was the 40th anniversary of Skynet.
Skynet says it's okay to run behind. Skynet would appreciate it if you ran behind. So when they come to get you, you ain't prepared.
Right. Right.
Actually, they may not be able to get you if you run behind because you're going to snap at them because you're going to be so stressed out. That's how you beat the computer. By keeping it real and being stressed out as a proper hairdresser should. Just amp yourself up on coffee and hatred.
You know what?
Tell the 4 o'clock to go scratch, okay? As my mumsy dearest says, go scratch.
Go scratch. Oh, that's right. We're not rated for kids anymore. We can say things like this. We're grown-ups now.
I'm a big boy now.
Eddie's got his cars pull-ups on today.
Oh, man.
I think that to really get to the base of this is that we operate within an industry that, at least from my perspective, and I could get some blowback from this, is there's no freaking way you can be bored doing what we do. You can constantly entertain yourself and your clients. You get to be creative. Most of your clients are always going to be looking, oh yeah, a little something different, a little pizzazz, a little Linda that I used to work next to, she was awesome. A little zhuzh in the hair, something like that.
Just gonna zhuzh it around.
yeah, we're gonna put a little zhuzh in. But that is going to equal feeding your creativity, keeping the client interested, and God forbid, a couple more bucks in your pocket. You mean make some money? All of that equals a very quick, exciting day. I don't understand and I worked next to someone where it was just grinded out every day. You heard the music coming from them, just that dirge of, okay, let me put the color on. Okay, go sit down. Okay, and that person that I worked with was that person that would always have like 2 or 3 colors in the bottle ready to go for the client coming in. There wasn't even a consultation. So I challenge everybody watching and anybody who watches this, you gotta add some fun and excitement for the client, because that's one of the quickest ways that your clients go find someone else is when it's the same old, and they're bored. And you got to find what it takes for each of us individually to stay motivated, to stay juiced behind the chair. For me, and I know for you, it's education, it's going, seeing people do stuff. And because we're old school, we come from that era when we used to sit out in crowds and watch some of the luminaries in our business do presentations, when it was real presentations. And it wasn't just this corporate dribble that came at you, our product, our product, our product. There was technique, there was personality to it. And I think that's paramount with what we do. And it doesn't matter if you're in a massive salon or you're an individual or you're, whatever you do inside our industry, you're dealing with people, and people want you to be interested in them, and they want not always something new and exciting, but a little twist here and there, like you were saying about with your client. Let's tweak this a little bit. Let's make some changes. I think that, and you suggest it. It's not we're gonna do this. You suggest it, and 9 times out of 10 they're gonna go, yeah, let's try. Let's try.
Well, it's interactive, and you're keeping yourself inspired. You're keeping everybody else inspired.
Yeah,
and that's the primary thing.
Yeah,
because if you have a happy client, then you have a happy life.
I'm driving to Elgin. I am driving to Elgin. Keep it up, Mr. Man.
Look,
Keep
man.
it up. So, along those lines, we have an amazing event coming up. Do we not? October 7th, we have the Definitive Hair Loss Forum. We have Chad, the Director of Education for Xenogen, coming in. Actually, I believe we're going to be live later this afternoon with him, are we not?
We're going to be live later this afternoon to get a direct insight perspective to this event from one of the presenters himself, which is going to be Chad. And the whole idea of behind this forum and behind this event is especially, it's always existed, but especially in this past 4 years in particular, there's a lot of people freaking out about hair shedding and a lot of people freaking out about their hair loss. We're seeing more and more and more of that than we've ever seen before. So what do you do when you have a client sitting in your chair freaking out? How do you approach that? How do you deal with that? What are the answers? What are the words that you're supposed to use? How do you help that person feel better? I'm joking about going on emotional roller coasters for this particular week, but I think in all seriousness, that applies to what we're talking about right now too. When you have somebody who's on an emotional roller coaster, how do you keep them from losing it? Because that's a wild ride, and it's not fun for everybody. It's really not.
No.
And that's what this event is for. That's what this forum is about. And the reason why we're calling it a forum is because it's going to be interactive. This is not you sit there and we give a dissertation and a speech. This is interactive. You're going to be you will have a lot of questions. You will have a lot of examples. You will have a lot of scenarios that you are currently finding yourself in with said client. And so you're going to be able to, not just be able to, we want you to come with that story, with that scenario, and with that situation to talk it out so we can break it down and discuss it. The Director of Education, Chad White, and the biochemist, Jared, you got to excuse me, do you know his last name? But Jared is coming as well too. He, Jared's going to be able to give us the science behind why this happens. Chad is going to be able to give us techniques, applicable techniques to how to deal with this. You and I are going to be there to help guide the conversation topics and the consultations, the psychology, the words of what needs to be used and said, and how to approach bringing somebody off the edge back, back in, and nurtured, comforted, embraced, protected, to make them feel that it is okay. It sucks that they're going through it right now.
Right.
But this is the path. This is the way. This is the way. That I remember that show was cool. But yeah. And that's what that's about.
It's Jared Reynolds.
Yeah. Jared Reynolds. Okay. Yeah. So if you're an Illinois stylist, we're going to be in Downers Grove on Monday, October 7th. The program starts from 9 to 5. The reason why I say if you're an Illinois stylist is because you will get 7 continuing education hours going towards license renewal, which is coming up next year. So you bang out half your hours. Okay. If you're not an Illinois stylist and you want to come in, yeah, you're still welcome to attend. We don't know if the hours we're issuing for that day is going to be applicable towards your license renewals. You'd have to check with your state board and see if they'll accept Illinois hours. And the reason why I'm talking about continuing education hours is because this is a closed event to licensed cosmetologists, licensed stylists. Okay. Actually, we'll accept barbers too. I don't know if the hours are applicable towards the barber renewal, but regardless, I don't care. If you have a client freaking out about shedding and hair loss and you're a licensed stylist in any way, shape, or form, you're welcome to register. You're welcome to attend.
Go to
basically. This is not an open to the public. This is an industry event.
And you can check it out on the website htbbeauty.com. Go to click on the classes tab and scroll all the way down, and it's there, and that'll give you all the information about what, where, when, how, and why.
Absolutely.
Or you can call the office 847.
847-741-5000. I didn't realize you had a brain fart. I thought you were just.
I was waiting. Normally, you talk over me when I give it, so I just figured I just gave the 847 and I stopped because you feel the need to be in control.
My bad.
See, look, there's your ODD popping up again. Come check it out. At least check it out on the website, guys. We've got it's really going to be an amazing day. The information that's going to come is mind blowing as far as I'm concerned. 7 hours. Eddie's cooking. He's gonna feed us all lunch.
Oh, that's right. We are going to give lunch, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie's gonna give us all lunch. I guess
I just put the link in the chat too.
Oh, perfect. There it is. I guess, and then you'll be able to really experience the mind that started Xenogen, and then Chad and his low density hair cutting is amazing.
That technique is amazing. Techniques for low density cutting is amazing.
I always learn something from Chad from some simple little things that really make a difference, especially with dealing with finer hair clients. And then what else? I'm missing something with this. It's and you'll just get exposure to Xenogen itself. See if that fits into your world or not. But the information alone is worth the price of admission. So we're gonna cut that off there. If you want to check out Chad, 4:00 Central Time, we will be back on. We will be live with Chad for about a half an hour or so. So you can really get a good taste of what you will experience at the forum. So now moving on, Mr. Keeping It Real. I have your motivational quote for the day.
I love them.
And this one comes from one of my personal heroes, Muhammad Ali.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Do not count the days. Make the days count.
Whoa. Whoa. That's deep. How there is what is that called? It's a certain thing when you take, like, he's just saying the same thing, but he's saying it backwards.
I don't know. Now I'm confused. Now it got very unreal.
No. It's called something, but it really is thought provoking sometimes. It is fascinating how such just changing the words around ever so slightly, but it's makes a huge difference, and it changes the entire thing.
It's about quality, not quantity.
I mean, how many times you ask somebody, how's your day going? And you're like, oh, same crap, just a different day. Same old, happy life, happy wife. You know, it's just, you're so defeated. You sound so defeated. You're just going through the grind. And like we've been talking about this whole episode, you're just constantly going through the grind, bored out of your freaking mind.
Right. But it's about the quality of the day that you have and what you do with it. There's a gentleman that I really want to get on with us. He was supposed to be dead 9 years ago from cancer.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And every morning he posts on Facebook, and every morning as he says, I am grateful for another trip around the sun,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or something along those lines, you know. And this is a guy that, and we're going to have him on. Just the fact that, you know, he's not supposed to be here, you know, and he makes every day count, you know, from being grateful for, you know, being on this side of the dirt to, you know, his relationships with his family and everything else like that. Fill your day, guys. We don't get many. You really don't, and that's the point of this is you don't get many. You know, one of us is a lot closer to 60 than away from it.
I know. It's
well, but you know, I look back, for me personally, I look back and go, and I think about the days that I could have done more instead of, you know, maybe, I don't know, whatever I was doing, because I had a misspent youth. But the point is each day you got to take each day, grab it by the throat, and punch it in the side of the head. That's what that says to me. Now, what does that say to you?
It is very easy to complain about something. It is very easy to say, oh, another day gone by, another day gone by, another day gone by. What do they say? What's, oh, somebody's got a case of the Mondays. I've heard that expression. So, dude, the week just started. How is it already sucking? It literally just started. Yeah, it just started. That means 5 more days till the weekend. Like, really? That's the whole thing of okay, so you're just counting down Monday, Tuesday. Well, what's hump day? Wednesday's hump day. Halfway there. We're just halfway there. It's like, okay. And then Thursday, Friday comes. Oh, Friday fun day. You know, all right, the weekend. Here we go. You know, everybody put on your Hawaiian shirt. and then what? It's the weekend. Well, there's nothing to do. I don't know what to do. What do you want to do? Oh, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm bored. I just want to leave. I just want to sit down. Well, you were so excited for the weekend to come. And now the weekend is here. Then you just want to sit, like you just want to exist, you know? And then the whole weekend, well, what'd you do this weekend? Nothing. What? It's all you've been talking about. And then you fall into the Al Bundy syndrome. I've spoken about the Al Bundy syndrome because I love that show. Absolutely love that show. Okay. And the Al Bundy syndrome basically is you did one thing in your life, that was the excitement of your life, and that's all you've got. And 40 years later, I scored 4 touchdowns in a football game. You know, that was high school football, dude. That was 4. You're telling me in 40 years you ain't had one other excitement. It's unfortunate. I mean, look, for the show, it was hilarious. But if you're going to apply that to life, unfortunately, that does happen quite often. We do see that quite often amongst people. And that's very, very, very unfortunate. There is so many things that you can do every single hour, every single minute. Forget about every single day. You know, and then obviously, yeah, then it all falls into the day.
Right.
I mean, talk about emotional roller coaster. I've been this week, I've had great highs, and man, have I had some lows this week. Okay. You work towards achieving something and you can see it, you can feel it, you can touch it, you can taste it. It's exciting because it's right there. You're almost there to the finish line. And then life has this weird sense of humor where it just likes to throw curveballs at you and derail you. You know, like you're almost there and you're just reaching out and you're about to grab it and say, whoop, gone. You just got to run another 26.2.
It's like that. Do you remember that insurance commercial with the old man with the fishing pole with the dollar on the end of it? And he's like, oh, almost got it. Almost got it.
Right? It's that proverbial carrot in the stick, you know? You're always chasing after it, man.
Yeah, but usually you get beaten with the stick.
I get that. That's what I'm used to. That's what I'm used to. And that's the problem. I just became complacent. I got used to it. So when things go wrong, I'm like, ah. And it's so easy to just, it's a spiral, man. You fall down that spiral once you start going down.
And what's the old adage? It's easier to be negative than it is positive.
It's so true, man. Because I got upset. Something didn't go my way. I got upset about it. That upsetness turned into an adolescent child throwing a hissy fit, which then devolved into anger and self-loathing because I identified, like recognized that I'm being a freaking baby about it. Now I'm pissed at myself for throwing it. I'm throwing a hissy fit because I threw a fit. This is all happening up in here, by the way. Okay. And there goes 2-3 hours. And after 2-3 hours of this inside going, you know, stop being a baby. You're such a baby. Ah, damn it. I'm a baby. Why am I being a baby? Stop being a baby. Why I'm a baby. Now I'm just roid raging. I'm like, Hulk smash everything. And I'm on the phone and I'm calling you. I hate life. I hate everything. Rah, rah, rah. I'm calling Carmelina. I hate life. I want to jump out a window. Rah, rah, rah. And she's like, just go have some ice cream or just go make a cup of tea or, you know, here's you just, hey, I got to go do a client. Shut up. You know, just promise me you won't do anything till I call you. I'm like, I'm trying. I know. I get it. I hang up the phone and I'm just pacing back and forth in a circle. You know, where am I going? I made my freaking room into a merry-go-round. I'm just going around and I got myself dizzy from spinning in circles.
The only good thing is that your house is a ranch, so if you jumped out the window, you wouldn't hurt yourself.
There's nowhere to go. I just go from here to here. It's like tripping over a speed bump.
But just to reiterate the fact, do not count the days, make the days count, guys. Yeah. Make each and every day the best day you can possibly make it. And yeah, people are going to throw monkey wrenches. You're going to get sticks in your bicycle tires. It's get up and you keep make it worth the time that you're spending.
And however you got to do it. Yeah. Punch a punching bag, punch a pillow. I don't know. Listen to a music. take the passive way or the nonviolent way, meditate, read.
Watch a violent movie.
That's not that's violent way, not non-passive. That's not a passive way. That's a violent way. But yes, that's an option to go see an R-rated movie, go see a PG movie. I watched a Disney movie last night just to reset my brains, the night before I was watching R-rated movies just because I was in it. And I'm like, I need to expel. And I'm like, all right, now I just need to refocus and balance out that insanity with a different insanity. So I went from that to that. Now I'm here. I got your beauty quiz to start me off today. And
you learn things.
I got a 4 out of 5. I got to fight with the Dermatologist Association. I don't. It's like every day. I got so many things to do. Every day matters.
The one thing that Eddie does not recommend is watching the Planet of the Apes movies.
If you like being controlled by lesser beings, you're better off watching Godzilla. Watch a Godzilla movie and you're like, now I know how to conquer the world. Watch Planet of the Apes and you know how to succumb.
If you have not watched this before, Eddie has a phobia of apes.
I don't have a phobia. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid of no monkey. Okay, I just don't like them. I think the word is not phobia. The word is dislikedness.
Stop.
I don't like what I don't like, okay?
On that note, guys, we want to thank you for your time with us today. Hopefully we made you smile a bunch. Hopefully you learned a couple things. Definitely check out the October 7th program that we've got going on, htbbeauty.com. We will be back on at 4:00 Central Time today with Chad from Xenogen. If not, if you don't catch us then, every Friday morning, SFTB podcast, we're here. We'll have more stuff, fun and exciting things for you, and we'll get deeper insights into Eddie's psyche next week. And we thank you, and we'll see you.
You're definitely going to have every day count if you're going after my psyche, man. You'd be motivated every single day.
There we go.
You never need caffeine or coffee, man. This is a rush right here.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Later.
The SFTB podcast was not recorded in front of a live studio audience, so thanks for joining us for today's episode. If our hair topics made you smile, give us a thumbs up. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll read them while waiting for our caller to process. Share this video with your stylists and friends. It helps us make a difference, one strand at a time. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Because your hair deserves all the latest and greatest tips.